heck was that? Oh well, we'll see if somebody shows up here. It's going to be interesting. What a mess. Oh, goodness. It's all crap. It's crap. More crap. Crapty crap. Captain, I'm giving you all the crap that I have. I'm just doing this to see what these insomniacs are doing. I can tell either they're online or they left their computers on. I don't know. You know, you can usually tell when there's activity. That's just something that goes with the territory. You can tell when somebody's computer's on, at least. Hey Dave, what's up? Dave's not here, man. Picked up a few things a couple days ago. And I got this old book, predates to the Cherry Picker's Guide. It was published in 1963. This is the second edition, I gather. But the 69S is not the original king of the double dice. And neither is that 55 either. Now what the hell are you doing over here then? Go back to bed, dude. No, you know, you can usually tell when somebody's, you know, in your you know, people that you subscribe to or whatnot. You know, there's a little red dot. It says, I don't know, half the people that subscribe to me or I'm subscribed to, little red dots on, so somebody's awake. And you know, I just want to see who would show up anyway. Plus, I wanted to get this out of the way. You know, it could go on. You know, it can go on the files. But I picked up this little guy right here, this book, and gosh, it has a lot of stuff in there, man. I mean, stuff that, I mean, I remember some of the stuff when I was younger, and there's some varieties and stuff that are in there, you know, they've either been explained either way or dumped, but some of them just have not filtered back into the system. Yeah, I know you are. So, plus I wanted to like throw out there another thing about my giveaway. I'm still gonna do the 20 last years of the Buffalo Nickels. I picked up this thing. It was filled with like 17 or 18 or so Buffalo Nickels, and most of them are Philadelphia Mint. But yeah, I'm gonna give that away. It has a bunch of, you know, they're all in a nice little set. I'll show you. Hold on a second. It's comes, you know, nice little book. I actually took it out earlier today to take a look at it, see what was on the back, and see if, you know, if there was any other mints in Philadelphia, which there are. The 31 and the 28, I believe, are San Francisco mints. But this is going to be part of my first giveaway, and I don't want to go into explanations right now. Just watch the second my second live stream. It says Roadrunner Live Part 2. That'll start you off. It's just basically, I showed what I picked up at the store, and I'm letting people guess on how much it cost me to pick up all that stuff. I'm going to do a revision of that, so you don't have to guess right away. You only get one guess, though. So don't say anything or just think about it and watch the video. As always, I don't care if you like or share. You do what you want, dude. That's not why I'm here. I'm not here to pick up a bunch of subscriptions. You know, I'm just here to have a little fun. But that's going to be the giveaway for anybody and anybody. And like I said, it's going to be guessing what I picked up at my It was actually 2 places, so, but I will do a revision. I'll put the list out of stuff that I got. I'll show it to you. You got to guess how much it cost me to get all that stuff. You only get one guess, and it's through the comments. And, you know, I guess you have to be subscribed. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't make any difference to me. But, you know, I'd rather prefer that, you know, somebody that's already, you know, kind of knows me a little bit or seen there. But, you know, it's a giveaway. You know, it's my first one. I don't care who wins. So, you know, I just want somebody to win it. I need to get some of this junk out of here anyway. No. Okay. Now, I know I wrote the title on there. The King of Didios is not the 55 or the 69S. Oh, no. It's already probably the Emperor of Lincoln Sense already, which everybody already knows is the transitional 43. And well, apparently, one of the transitionals that I've heard about before, but I just didn't realize. I blatantly, basically, to be honest, you know, I forgot. I remember this thing when I was a kid, but now it's coming back to me when I was reading this book that I picked up. One of the patrons at my local coin shop, he gifted it to me, and him and the owner. And gosh, it's one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time, as far as, you know, collecting. It's like a walk, you know, back through time. You know, stuff in there I've never even heard of before. Or even, you know, it's pretty novel too, because, you know, it kind of shows all these different varieties that we know today that are technically explained one way or the other. You know, they just call them oddities, or, you know, something that, you know, hasn't been explained yet. I know. Hey, let me check here a second. Okay, I just gotta see what's going on here. All messages are visible. Yes. Hey, Rich Cali 21 in California. I just saw everybody's up, and, you know, I'm always awake. I'm an insomniac, so it's, you know, but I see everybody's little thing on, you know, a little light on, you know, with the activity. I was like, hell, I want to see who's gonna. I'll just see if somebody stops by. I don't know how many of those are subscribed to me, but that's who I'm subscribed to, and I can see their activity as well as they can see mine. So, everybody's up all the time anyway doing this shit. Pardon the language, but we're after hours. I'm gonna have to do some sort of disclaimer for that. But, you know, after 10 o'clock, PG kids, you know, you gotta have your parents with you. So anyway, I was talking about this, saying that the King of Didios is not the 69S or the 55P. I was reading through this book that I was gifted from one of the patrons and the owner at my local coin shop, which is really cool. He has hard copies of basically anything back from when he started collecting before 1953. So that, you know, that tells me a lot, and a lot less. So, and I was explaining to Dave's not here that it was the King of Didios is already a king in his own right. It's one of this transitional 43, the bronze Lincoln head. And apparently there was a Didios struck. It has the same profile as the 55, as I look for right now. It's here, and kind of, but it's a 43 over a 37. It has a picture in here. I'm gonna find it. Patience. But yeah, it has some stuff in here that are, you know, that's pretty much already academic to us or known, and stuff that's not known or hasn't been brought into the future with us. So, This is going to be a fun thing. Here we go. Here it is. 1943 double struck over 1937. And they said there is estimated 2,500 of these struck. That's their estimate, but it's got the same profile almost as a 55 double die. Isn't that a trip? Bet nobody knew that was there, huh? This was published in 1963, and this is the second edition of this book. You two are the only ones in here know now. You know, I guess now 3 people know. You, me, and Dave now, Rich. Oops, excuse me. Oh, there's a D, the Denver too, it says here. And there's a check this out. Look, one of the it's not a DDO, but 55. It got a reverse struck. So there's maybe another one of those floating around out there. And of course, it has this, you know, these other ones in here. There's a bunch of them. This one I've seen before. The 60 or the 61 that was DDO with the 60. You can see the 60 in the in his lapel, I guess. Yeah, totally. True double header, man. And it gets in. And you know what? They used to be able to order these errors, or you know, errors and varieties. They call them oddities too back then, but they call it varieties and oddities. And yeah, they have a list in here. And I remember seeing these lists when I was younger, but you know, that was long after you were able to do that. But they have values and ranges too. But they'd have a whole list. It's in here somewhere, but I'm not going to go into that right this second. You could order these stuff from one of the companies. I don't know if it was the Mint or what. I'll revise that one later. And they had the whole list of all the errors, even stuff that we know now, and stuff that had got lost, you know, in the, you know, translation or in time. So, and they have off metal planchets like the one I was just talking about. So yeah. That's really freaky. That would be cool to find a 1943 over 1937 double die obverse that has the same profile almost as the 55. Now, from what I understand, the 55 was the die, but you know, the old schoolers tell me it's a double struck. Because you're not going to get no 1937 in a double die. No way. That's just not going to happen. So, you know, there's some controversy right there, huh? (1943) and like I said, there's a Denver Mint example too. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it is a great book. And my guy has this whole just plethora of stuff, man. It's like way old school. What the heck is sticking to me? Ow! Something got me. Oh, my stapler. Yeah. This Incuse reverse 1955. That's pretty cool too. That would just be awesome. Yeah. There you go. Major Variety and Oddity Guide of United States Coins. And it was published in 1963. This is apparently the second edition from the... I don't see a Library of Congress number on here yet. I just one of the things I should look for to begin with. Because if it has a Library of Congress, it's accessible, or they have a copy of it. It's in their database. It's usually right in the beginning, though. Yeah. It's in the back. By F.G. Spadone. Spaz. I don't know. I saw F.G. I'm all, Frank Sparrow? No. So it might. I don't think it's. No. Maybe they're related. No, I don't see a Library of Congress number in here. I guess it wasn't a mainstream publishing company. Yeah, I bet you know something about this. Probably Wexler or even old Stacks. He probably know. He probably went through this. I thought maybe Mr. Lawson, Robert Lawson. But this is Robert Lawson was barely out of diapers when this was out, so he may have seen it later down the line. But yeah, and this is basically where a lot of the cherry picker information had to have come from, because that was before their time. But those guys are old school too. But I'm sure they got a lot of their stuff from this. Hey, wherever you can get it from, huh? As long as you get the right information. Yeah, this is just cool. Okay, I'll show you at least the table of contents. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were for a long time. Yeah, I'm sure he has. I'm sure Ken Potter's seen this. I bet you it was his Bible. I was going through this. And I'm like, geez, this just has. This has. Basically all the basics that we go by today. There's all the acknowledgments. I don't know if I haven't seen any names that I recognize right this second, but I think I recognize one of them. Might be a lady that does the Mercury's. I'm not sure if I was involved with that. It's Legend. Grading standard, the old grading standard. Questions most likely asked. Yeah, see a lot of the cherry pickers variety. The book, a lot of this goes by this. Die shifts, outbursts, reverse, place values on oddities. Oh, the way trust is spelled on the on the peace dollars. No, it's not an error. It's just the way it is spelled. Located and describing. And it goes back to at least to the United States coinage, all the way back to '94. You can tell these guys are smokers. Look at the color of this thing. I think they smoked in cartoons back then too. All the different old wheat scents, different errors on that. Most of them are in here, and some of them aren't, of course. A lot of discoveries since this was published. Here's the thing on the transition, the bronze 43s. They talk about some of the patterns that they use, like the glass coins and bronze and the brass ones, stuff like that. I got one laying around here. It looks like a steel cent. It was it's a 42 Philadelphia, but I'm not sure if it was somebody who's just playing around with chemistry yet. I've had a chance to look at it up close. And it's got the die chip right there. I got a couple of those over the 9. Scent-filled Odysseys. It's got the ones with missing like letters, by varieties, no mint mark, 22, and 22D. Yeah, it just goes on and on and on, man. You know, and it has some stuff on the V nickels. I think that's all stuff that we already know about. Most of it anyway. It talks about die clashes. Back then they didn't know about the 3.5 leg 36D Buffalo nickel. I don't see it referenced in here, and I looked. They have the I think the 1913 there was one, and 37 and 37D. There's the 16 double die. They call this one the Shivering Buffalo. Buffaloes don't get cold, man. They got tons of fur. Shivering Buffalo. They got some really odd names in here for stuff. Hey, here's the 37 3.5 leg, and of course the 38D over S. Hey, we got that. We got the spitting, crapping, super bird, varieties. Hell, why not Shivering Buffalo, whatever. Here's some double dies on the. Here's the 34. A die break on the beak. 3-punch mint marks. And it has a whole plethora of what we know today. I used to find those when I was a kid. Yeah. Here goes Sonny. Here's the Bible when I was young. Yeah. This one's staying in my personal collection. I'm not getting rid of this, but I will see if I can get some information and put it out there for the database. I'm sure Ken Peavy would love to get his hands on this. He's probably seen it. I mean, him and I are around the same age. He's only a couple years older than I am. Peace dollars, gold pieces. There you go. Off-center planchets. Talk about a little bit about the proof sets. Got the percentages of the clips and all that off-center stuff. Shows you where the cents should be and run this way or that. Some of you'd puke if you saw some of the prices in here. What you can get some of this stuff. Because, like I said, you could let's get a little grading system in here. Yeah, because they have a list in here to where you could buy these errors and varieties or oddities, so-called. From I don't know, I don't remember if it's one of Mint or somebody's like private company. I got to look over that again. Look at this. 1961 Lincoln Reed Edge. The heck? Oh my God. But I think I do believe I've picked up the coolest book that predates the Cherry Picker's Guide for sure. Yeah, 1952 Lincoln Horned Head. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Lincoln was a metalhead. Oh, there we go. Here's like a weird double die too. But yeah. Look at. Washington's got like cauliflower ear. Bubble metal. Yeah. You can see the weakness around the side here. Looks like, I think that's probably where that kind of came up there on that over there. It just got weak around the die and just kind of filled up there and took away from this side. Eagle half dollar with name on bell. What? Pastel? I have to look into that one. That's a trip. Dot over R. 62D Roosevelt dime. God, this is a trip. These are all actual oddities and varieties back then. So, you know, this has been published. Hey, I'm not going to dispute this crap. This is good crap, not bad crap. This is awesome. 62D Lincoln Credit Edge. No collar. Okay. Looks like a Brockridge or it kind of slipped out of the collar a little bit there. Here's a Roosevelt hornhead. I knew he was the devil. Triple struck nickel. Roosevelt dime with die break through. Oh, yeah. Here you go. Here's strike through. Lincoln ghost image. Or score and 7 years ago. Lincoln with verse showing through, another strike through. What the heck is that? Broken 5, look like Lynn. Here's one, a pin, and it got stuck. Lincoln laminated, poorly annealed. It also looks like kind of like a machine just kind of vibrated on it too. Cracked skull. Lincoln clip scent. Wart on eyebrow. Yep, this is all been documented by this company. He said it was published in '63. They call the 55 double die, the 1955 double shift. Check this quarter out, man. Isn't that wild? There's one of those went around. Wouldn't that be cool to find? S over D, 1950 Roosevelt. Guess that's a quarter. No, Roosevelt dime. Duh. Alright. Hey, look at this. This looks like environmental damage, but let's see. Miscellaneous coins. Enlarged 1923 D dime, an unauthorized issue. Dude, come on. He was, yeah, unauthorized. Look what he's doing. Yeah, man. I'm unauthorized. Okay, and next. Oh, you're gonna like this one. The Hitler mustache, die break, Roosevelt dime. So Roosevelt was a Hitler? I don't think so. And he had a goatee too. This is classic. Oh god, here's a different. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen this double die. I think this might be part of the 42 over 1. I'm not sure. I've never seen that before. I was looking at that. That's a double die. That's, you know, where the die's been doubled up in, you know, shit. That's a trip. You got the blanks and stuff. What else we got here? Double back, 61D. Here, the joined O. The story of the joined O. No date pattern. Yeah, I know, but I was just kind of looking at the way it was. You know, there's so much die clashing and other kinds of weird stuff going on with some of that. You know, those. You notice that like certain dates have all these varieties and errors all wrapped up into just one one date and and our mesh of mint marks. So who knows at this point? Yeah, I'll just call it, like my mom used to say, we'll just call it the Heinz 57 effect. Okay, small date, large date, no nickel. What? No nickel? Well, I didn't need a nickel because it was mostly for the cents. What else we got here? Roosevelt, famed dime. Roosevelt was a vampire too. God, this cracks me up, man. Oh man, somebody gave that Indian a split lip, man. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know if that. They have they have their whether they're pretty rare or not, or their estimation of population on just at least whatever whatever they got. They got their own system. I haven't really gone over the whole book yet, but I just thought this might be amusing for everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go over and do this again, man. This is gonna be fun. I know all the old school guys are gonna have a kick out of this one, man, when they see this. And you go, oh, I remember that. Yeah. I didn't see anything about the Morgan. Well, yeah, there is, I think. Anything about the Morgans in here? Sure, there is. Yeah. And it has all pretty much the same. Looks like it's all the same, numbers and stats from mintages and whatnot. Look, even back then, the SPD, VDB, see, they called one the Iberty. The L is actually kind of phased out over here on the left. That one was worth a lot of money back then. Jeez, nearly $400 for an uncirculated example in 1961. Jeez, that's like you can get yourself, that's like a down payment on a house and a brand new car. Well, let's see, what was there? Our estimate, five of the Philadelphia mint bronze, and for a good, it was going for $1,400. That's 1963 money. A fine, $2,500. $40,000. Hey, even if there was only five of those, like something that would compare to our time, there's no way in hell anybody's going to pay that much for it. I mean, not nowadays. There's so much other stuff they want. Shell case copper. They're talking about the striking the when they went back to copper from 43, of course. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people like to get their hands on this. You don't have to throw it in a safe or something. The buyer, of course. They don't show the 58 double die on here, but that was only. This was published, I think, only 5 years after that was actually made. And I don't know if the dude that actually worked the mint announced or brought it out to the public any time soon after that. Because it was the dude at the mint. He either made it or he found it first, and he kept a couple. So here we go. Lincoln with a mohawk, pointed hairline, rounded hairline. No, we have that kind of variety, sort of. I mean, like extended hair, stuff like that. Lincoln's got his own thing too. Looks like he got a toupee. Yeah, you're right. I am going to stop. But it's my buck. I do what the hell I want. Yeah. Centerfold. You guys have a good night. I'm taking off for a minute. I need a cigarette, and I'm going to do some other research. So very good to see you come again. You've been here 4 hours now. You go home.